Okay, so pretty cool. So now we've been able to have a scraped JSON file. Sorry, yeah. So we've uploaded a JSON file from this. This is the Peruvian marketplace for the government made marketplace for coffee producers. For coffee beans. So let's see here. Search for coffee. And then let's say we want to script all of these. So we can show it as a catalog, and then we'll sell the data to any coffee stores. And then at some point we'll start. First, we need to create this catalog, and then we'll start working with clients as soon as they see like there are people interested. And once they start asking me for context, we'll start making some connections and hopefully actually make some sales. But this is really important. We're able to get this in a nice manner. So this is 78% filled. This is pretty good. Got all this information. And compliance, these, all of these are required. So that's a great thing. Right? So we have necessary components, information, and then you can use the information that you've already created to fill out these forms and to essentially create this digital passport. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Now it's 4% complete. This is something that I really need to. product passport gets created, we need to create a QR code associated with this harvest. So the way we have it going, from the harvest, we'll be able to create um, smaller digital uh, right. So we'll ask for this generic information from these coffee producers. Then what we'll do is we'll ask them to fill out the form, product type, product name, all of these things. And the next page, we'll ask them to drop, obviously, this is the first stage. So in theory, we're skipping, and then the crop is the coffee. Then workflow specific template will generate for the crop. So we have this specific template already, right? The harvest, so we can import this information, or we can let the producer input this information directly. And then from here, uh, okay, and once we have the coffee information, harvest information, storage information, that product is completed, so the products are uploaded. Finds here that produces with the market share exposure, opportunities, locking tasks for the markets. Right. So once they create this and they can create some sort of compliance trail, uh, we can then they'll have an increase in market share exposure, opportunities, allowing them to access global markets that require information and scope initiatives. So certainly, like there are some producers that don't have the cachet or the ability to share all this information to receive or to be able to get connected to this international market share. So local producers do not have the visibility that a reseller might, and so they have to go through a reseller to expose themselves into a larger market share. Of, of, of essentially, what we're trying to do here is connect the producer of this information, the producer of the coffee, to the end user, right? To the end user, to the store that's buying, you know, bags of coffee, or the reseller themselves, also sourcing wise, maybe looking at the importer, maybe looking for at least the source, this type of coffee, right? And now we'll have a variety of places to go. We're trying to essentially first create this added knowledge or this um, catalog of coffee producers. And then once we have this coffee producer catalog, we'll even be able to sell this catalog to resellers with all of this information, right? And so we'll be able to upload data, right? So as new customers come into the site, look at different coffee producers, they will then maybe see that they're missing some information to be compliant. And so they may ask us, hey, we need this certain information. Um, and then we will do that at first until we get to a certain degree of certainty um, of people wanting to use the product. So yeah, so this is essentially a good start. I do like the fact that it looks like this. I want to do it a little differently. And there's no essentially there's no power system. Okay, this is good. But what we need here is required is required from altitude from only two. So these are the only two things that are needed. There's deforestation through forest. You can get this from the producer. I think we do have it. We have the altitude. We don't have the longitude. So that's something that we would need. So we could do this. We could say, hey, is this, um, are you guys deforestation free? What is your longitude of your farm? And we can go through what is your registration? What is your SNESA? You know, do you have a certificate? Do you have a commercial invoice? Bill of lading, certificate of origin, all of those things we can upload and have a place for that. So essentially, bridge the gap between the producer and the end user. Right? It's already 17% complete. So this is a good start. Um, Now, what we need is to clean this up a bit. Um, let's see. Let's see what's next. Oh yeah, we need to create the QR code for each associated harvest. So, right. So this digital passport is essentially for what we harvest. Yeah. We need to from this harvest. There needs to be able to we need to be able to create smaller digital products. Yeah. So this is digital products. This could be called something else. This could be called digital harvest. So talking about digital harvest. From this harvest, create smaller digital products from it, so that they can then individually be tracked and traced. And then with the QR code, essentially you'd be able to print that QR code for that digital product, place it on the product itself, and then that will then be scanned. It could be QR code scanned and updated throughout the whole supply chain life cycle of the product. So, anyways, all right, what's the next here? So when the digital product password gets created, we need to create a association with this harvest that will then be able to use. So, so what this says, I think this is the setup here. Right, we have, okay, this is the actual. Um, right, so this QR code that's generated could easily be created directly after, say, for example, we are creating a digital product from scratch, just creating a record, from the record, we can create this digital product, and that digital product has a QR code, and that QR code can be updated every time we get more information. But here it's a bit confusing So it would be owner logs in, submission, okay, right? Coffee, harvest, storage, image, identity verification, right? So this is um, another check that we'd have to do at some point is to have an ID check so that when this digital product gets created, we have an identity behind it. But chain code event emitted. Okay, yeah. So, but at first here, what we need is to create um, from this digital product, from this one, digital product one, needs to, so for example, uh, have the name, scrape this. This is product, and then packaging details. This is packaging. Okay, it didn't upload here, but we obviously have packaging details here. So we can just add this thing. Packaging details, import address. Okay, packaging details, ingredient list, whatever. Where is uh, this is packaging? Yeah, we add this. This needs to be created and added as an individual models. So all this information. So let's do it. So the digital product. Um, this first is just right from the harvest. Right. So import, smart import. Um, okay. Let's do this, and then create this, and then be able to create digital products from. So this needs to be a standalone. So once this gets created, okay. Okay. So let's see. Right. So first we create the product, then create the digital product passport. Okay. So that makes sense. So uh, all right. So once we then then that looks like the image. The image, right? And also we have we can we can do this. Production. So actually, let's download this thing. Let's download this. Um, this is going to be from GitHub. What else is this? having problems. Let's see. GitHub. All right, I'm having. Let's retry here. Okay, confirm digits 99. Okay, here we go. So now, what is this? Yeah, I put this in. Publish. No. Share. No. This is going to be put in GitHub. Create repo. This is a product page. Okay, now let's go to and then let's see where we are here. All right, let's see here. Publish, share. This share. Now we can open our hold on, what is this? Get clone. I think I like download zip better. And then with and then put this here in the documents. Here. The view is just essentially components for Google system. Okay, I'll just share the source file app.tx components features.tx footer header. Those features, harvest images, those. Right, so this is not header. The heck? Yeah, use this as like a sort of as a UI accordion. All right, so this is going to be pretty heavy. Import images. Really need this import TSX file is what we need. Yeah. It's a good start, but I don't know, man. We should start I guess maybe we can start from in and out. I don't know what we should. Yeah, think this is good. This is good. Problem here is what are the files that we use for index file, the composition set, readme, CSX, header, footer, features, real-time harvest. So all of these need to be, okay, so this is, okay, so I think all of these are, okay, so let's do this. Let me just say this, information is going to preview, let's see if we can create an or we can, yeah, we can maybe add this document change. Right, so source, like add, components, uh, and then put it to fallback, let's see, choose components, objects, expand words, styles, this main, then maybe with JSON file, JSON package, HTML, yeah, all of these, I guess. I think these are fine. I think if we get all these in there, and then the image of like what it actually looks like. Like this is what I want it to look like. Digital product, and then like have like digital product passport from here. So first preview. Or, yeah, then go to digital product page, and then product passport. Close all these. So the item features. I think this is going to be really great. Vanilla JS, okay. Going to be interesting. Um, until my credits run out, we'll just keep building this thing. And then we'll start again. Yeah. Gonna be pretty cool. I mean, yeah. So first it was add product, and then the workflow then went, you know, all of the packages. Right. And then it goes to this. And then from this you can create that. I mean it's pretty straightforward. Let me see what else do we have here. I did this thing a while back, and now I don't know. I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna try to build this thing. Um, I think it's gonna be successful. I think you know, thinking about it from a producer's perspective, why wouldn't you want to create some digital products so that you can access an international market directly instead of having to get your crops bought at a discount. Um, so maybe become more of like a boutique, more of a direct, like a retailer. These small producers can now, go directly to the source, to the buyer. I mean, like, yeah. All right, let's see what we got. Translation preview already working. After translation, view a digital product button appears. Um, Digital product modal. Clicking it opens full screen modal overlay. Looks exactly like your Figma screenshot. Green product name badge at the top. Okay. QR code placeholder. Okay. And then create digital product passport button appears in both. In the action bar is the CTA banner. Clicking it closes the modal and navigates to the digital product tab, DB app, where the full EU passport form lives. Is the React version of the same flow. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so now the index is 1900 lines. This is going to be so bloated probably at first, but I think it'll be worth it. Let me see what is going on here. And then we save this, and then the app .tsx. I don't know if I have. Okay, this looks good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so now we now want the app to be TSX. I'm wondering if I have, so I have to open up the Coffee DB in Visual Studio Code now. This is starting to get, I'm starting to get more files. Document app.tsx. Send this to coffee.db. There's it. All right. And then we'll open it in the Visual Studio Code here. Open file, open folder. Visual Studio Code, okay, here. Yes, I trust the authors. Okay, so now we have this. And so now, okay. Okay, so now let's share this. So now the app.tsx, okay, it's in here. Okay, it's got some errors here. Let's look at the terminal. Let's look at the problems. Okay, I've got a lot of problems here, but they're all the same type. So getting this issue. 290 times. And also, can we create the proper file structure for this application? Here's this. Now, I probably need to maybe Lovable will be able to help me create the project structure. Opus is now available. Your credits further. Okay, let's create a new project. Share Lovable, upgrade to Pro. Bounty board, all projects create by me. Create by me. We need a new project. Home. Okay, let's also all right, let's go here. Let's go to ChatGPT. I've been doing this for a very long time. Months and months and months and months and months. Now I'm just doing it on, look at this. I was talking about go-to-market last year. This was like 2 years ago now. May of last year, December of 2 years ago. Yeah, this was the first one. Legal guidance. Anyways, sources here. Help me create a prompt to create this B2B SaaS on Lovable. We have the ad product features set up. All I really need is the marketplace skeleton. So we can also maybe like add this image here. And then give it this HTML sheet. We can't upload anymore. Okay. How about we just give it the HTML? So this is like this index HTML. Include the instructions. Taking into account this index.html. And then we're just going to add this. Probably too large. Maybe we feed it to Gemini first and see what it says. But Gemini doesn't know my app, what I'm trying to do. What do I do here? Fuck, man. I think Gemini will be able to take this. Yeah, it does. It's got a huge window. Okay. Let's just give it this thing. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? What is this? Okay. Hide. What do we do here? We give it this. We give it this thing. I think it should work. Oh, maybe we just add this to like the file. We just add the HTML file. The HTML file here. No, this is the coffee index. The HTML file. Let's see if it fits. Okay, it does. Here. Help me create. So this is the prompt. Help me create the prompt. Help me create a prompt to create this B2B SaaS unloadable. We have the ad product feature set up here at this moment, at this time. We have the ad product feature set up. Help me create the prompt unlovable. We have the ad product features set up. Workflow, I think. With this HTML. But I need help with the prompt so that we can integrate this logic. Let's see what it says. I should have used the I don't know. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it does here. Um, should I include the HTML? Should I include the index HTML file to the prompt level? Yes, that's strategic. Focus is low with excellent cloning design. Okay, so it does want me to include this attached file next to the HTML. And then we should also attach a different file called maybe this app.tsx. And this. Okay, let's see what it does. Should have probably said Opus or something. Discuss before building. Maybe just it's probably better this way, anyways. This is gonna be easy, simple. Should be super fun once this gets created. This is gonna be fun. Now, all these I think I should start to upload. Yeah. No. Okay, cool. So this already uploaded to my YouTube. Man, this is really taking its time. I'm gonna end this until I come back.